So here's the alligator that I got from the gator hunt in Alabama. I have taken as much meat out of the skull and even took the eyeballs out and got through those orifices right there. I'm now going to stick it in this large metal bowl with hot water and borax and a little bit of Dawn grease, and then put it in the oven at 500 degrees, still warming up, for about an hour. This way I can pick off the meat and clean the skull. I'm gonna add some borax. See this? Good. Next I'm gonna add some Dawn grease to help get some of those oils off. And next I'm going to add some hot water, just enough to cover the skull. And then we're going to boil it for about 30 minutes and then flip it over and boil it for another 30 minutes, and we're going to do this in the oven. I'm putting it in the oven here, and I'll set a timer for 30 minutes and then flip it over. I'm still waiting for it to get 500 degrees. All right, so we have boiled now for 30 minutes. We're going to set another cooking timer for another 30 minutes. And we're going to flip our head over. Woo! A little steam coming out of here. Oh yeah, the meat's already breaking apart here. So I can do this without burning myself, right? There we go. Let's flip it over gently. Do I have it? I think I got it. Yay! Good. Now it's flipped over. Another 30 minutes in here, and then we will pick off the meat. As you can see, it is boiling in the water in the oven. All right, it has been an hour, so we're going to take the head out now, and we're going to let it cool down on this rack over here before we start picking off the meat and power spraying it. All right, here it is, using tongs so I don't burn myself. I'm going to let that hot water cool down before touching that so I don't burn myself. Woo. I'm going to leave it over here to cool down now. Still steaming hot. It has cooled down. We're about to go and take a power sprayer to it and clean off the skull now. Let's see. Pick out what we can here. Wow, picking out easy. Gonna have to work on it with a tool probably for a little while as well. As you can see, the bottom jaw comes right out. At the end, we'll put it back together. I'm gonna work at picking it for a little while and working that power and let it get some tools and clean it off. Hopefully I won't lose many teeth, but if the teeth come out during this process, you're just going to glue them back in. I am still trying to pick off some of the meat in between the teeth. So far, after power spraying it and picking at it, it's getting there. Still got to get this between the teeth, the hard part. Probably should have boiled it a little bit longer so this meat would have been a little more tender, but it's coming along. I'm using hemostats to get in these holes, curved hemostats, straight hemostats, and tweezers to get all this meat out of these holes here. Lots of work. He's pulled out the nerve as well here that came out of the jaw. This is where the brain is at right here. I already took it out, but that's the brain. Very small. I'm picking out the gum line here, because a lot of this does not come out with my power sprayer, but you got to be careful, because sometimes you can pull out teeth. Here's one tooth right here I pulled out, so we're going to keep them separated as lower jaw teeth and, upper jaw teeth and lower jaw teeth, but that's an upper tooth that's really small. If you can see that, just came out. Glue it back in at the end. All right, so after the first boil and detailed cleaning with power spray and using some hemostats, tweezers to clean this out, this is what we got. The bottom jaw did come apart, and at the end we will actually glue all this back together. So it goes back together normally here. It's like that. It's like it's supposed to. Now we are going to try and boil our skull one more time here. We're going to do hydrogen peroxide in here. 40% hydrogen peroxide. And then also water. And let's see if we can't get this skull whitened up, and then we're going to pick it again. Alright, so we are now taking out the hydrogen peroxide boil. I think I left it in there a little bit long. We're trying to get a few cracks in it. I don't want this to come apart. So we may have to fix it up a little bit. Ooh, but it's nice and white. Yay. And one more time. Looks beautiful. Ooh. So we got a little bone separation right here. So we'll have to come back and fix that with some glue. It looks great. Put a rubber band around the skull because I boiled it just a little bit too long. But it's nice and white. I'm just going to apply a little glue there. Put that rubber band there to hold it together so it doesn't separate because it's fragile now. We're going to glue the jaw back together as well. Light E6000, and I've glued that jaw back together, holding it with rubber band until it dries. And here is my finished product. It looks great.
Wait, did you already glue it?
Here's the eyeball, and then here's the clear layer that goes over the eyeball so they can see over the through the water.
Eyelid, or
That's the, yep, it's a clear eyelid, so to say, that goes, they can see through. Then they have the other outside eyelids on top. Wow, huh?
they have muscles on both sides of their eyelids. You're
Okay.
gonna pop it out of his head?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be when I clean it. Here are the eyeballs I pulled out. Gonna scare the kids with them later this afternoon.